America am I? The waters from the snow and rain. The wildlife. The cattle on the plain. I am a way of life, the American way. I am Agriculture USA. I was fashioned by men who brought forth a new nation. In the beginning, according to the first book of Moses, I was born on the third day of creation, when God ordered the earth to put forth green living things. All the wondrous things made of sun and earth and water, I am. Then came a new day. I remember my country's first farms and my farmers. I remember my first steel plow pulled by a team. Later, with a team of 3, my farmer could ride on an iron seat. I remember my first grain cutter, built by the young son of a farm inventor. It cut 6 acres of grain in less than half a day, as much as 6 men could do by hand. Like most of my labor-saving devices, this one depended on the horse for pure horsepower. And it has served us for almost 3 centuries. I remember how homesteading developed my country. How land-grant colleges taught my people. How the free worked for the promotion of agriculture. I remember the establishment of the United States Department of Agriculture in 1862 to acquire and diffuse among the people useful information on subjects connected with agriculture. The act was signed by a great man of the people. And so, under the hammer blows of time, I, Agriculture USA, was forged. In these days, my farm hands worked with their hands. And growing enough food for the growing nation was slow, hard work. Tough, back-breaking work. Hand-aching work. New cities had to be served in new ways. Imagine delivering milk right to the door. But ways to preserve food were ancient, like salting meat, and quaint. Eggs were kept in water glass. Yes, hands ran my farms. Then came real power. In 1889, the steam tractor engine chugged clear across South Dakota and changed my world. With these machines, American agriculture, advanced more in 50 years than I had in all the previous years of my history. It soon became practical for machines to do the big jobs like threshing and emancipate the farmer and the horse. As the country grew, so did the need for new laws and regulations. With each new program, my agricultural industry became more and more efficient. Along with national growth, the ancient law of supply and demand took effect. More land had to be farmed. But look around you. Has progress crowded me out? I remember when this was a potato patch. This where a farmer raised millet. There, a peaceful pasture. And here, a family of homesteaders herded sheep. Am I crowded out? On the contrary, technology in the cities and technology on the land have given me bigger, more productive farms. Today, a single farm worker can feed 9 families. A far cry from the early days when he barely fed one. Now the farmer is himself an important consumer. For the goods and services which he requires to produce crops and livestock, he spends more than $25 billion a year. He spends another $15 billion for the same things that city people buy. Food, clothing, products, services. Yes, and mixes for Dad's birthday cake. The story of my progress is the romance of our country. As free Americans keeping our appointment with destiny, we have moved forward. And now, look across my new horizons. Measure my new patterns of progress. Measure them by the mile. Measure them by the ton. Measure my progress in horsepower, in millions and millions of internal combustion engines that are replacing the horse to bring in the harvest. Measure me by the hands of tobacco. By the sticks. By the bale. The cotton. Measure me by the size of my markets. Yesterday, my grain elevators supplied our allies. Today, I help feed the free world. As many other countries struggle with problems of scarcity, the strength of the United States lies in my abundance. I am the world's largest exporter of agricultural products. 1 acre out of my every 6 feeds our foreign friends, relieves hunger, and promotes economic growth in the new nations. I am every grain, every inspected grain of America's bounty, bound for overseas. Here at home and in foreign lands, I demonstrate my know-how to farmers from other countries. In this time of scientific revolution, let it never be said that we were able to send men into space, but unable to send bread and milk to hungry people on this earth. Count me by the American farm families who come to my fairs. Count me by the endless research in government and industry that improves my plants, my animals, my methods and machines. Count me by the products of agribusiness, which can be bought with supervised credit based on sound farm management plans. Count me by the millions of farm families, the backbone of America. At my fairs, everyone has a good time. Yes, count me by American fairs and by the growing number of agricultural trade fairs around the world where my products are sampled, often for the first time. I go over big in New Delhi and Tokyo, Cairo and London, Sydney and Rome. Here, the physicist and simple farmer rush to catch the next show of the atom on the farm. In turban and sari, they watch the peaceful atom put to work. These old worlds are new markets and a challenge to the productivity of my free enterprise system. I am food for peace. From the skies, my conservationists map my land to capture permanent pictures of my changing terrain. I have the power to farm from the skies, covering acres in a matter of minutes. I'm the daredevil who battles the bugs and the blights, the weeds and viruses. I fight disastrous forest fires with new weapons, chemical retardants that choke the flames. From over the mountains, man brought water to the desert. And the desert bloomed. I am modern farming, the rolling factory that increases farm efficiency. One single pass and this giant picks and packs enough vegetables to feed a city of some size. And my technological revolution is just beginning. I'm also the people of agriculture. Many are my faces. No other business has quite so many. I am the lab technician, the nutritionist, the biochemist. I'm the scientist who develops hybrids, improves the breed. For life. I am the documentarian, research reporter, technical editor. I'm all the people who disseminate new knowledge. I'm the farmer's advisor. You know me as the dairy farmer in the Lake States, the cotton farmer in the South, the rancher in the West. I grow fruits from coast to coast, vegetables in every one of my states. I am the soil conservationist, forest ranger, water engineer, I am both the shipper and exporter. I guard the wholesomeness of meat. Meat on the wing, meat on the hoof, meat on the rail. I grade farm products and mark their quality. I'm the pest detective in the field, in the laboratory. Along our borders, I stop the agricultural menaces from sneaking into the country. I'm all the hard-working people in my great packing sheds. My hands serve farmers and customers. 20 million busy hands handle my products. I'm the warehouseman, the vegetable chauffeur, I pack the reefers with ice. Check your groceries. I'm the industrial scientist. Many are my faces because 4 out of every 10 jobs in business and industry are related to agriculture. My products are found in many forms. I'm the tall, strong trees of the Atlantic. And of the Pacific. With the handiwork of man, I become houses of worship, homes, schools. I'm the old established cash crop that becomes the miracle goods of your everyday. Permanent pleats. Wash and wear for everyone. Even baby. I have become the greatest provider in all history. For young people, for senior citizens, and for everyone in between. I'm the spirit of progress. Take the story of my soybeans. Within your very lifetime, the processing of soybeans has grown into a great American industry. My rivers that once made floods have been tamed and put to better use. Now, over most of my land stretch the sinews of electricity. Electricity that gives my farms power and light. Electricity that runs my industries. Yes, agriculture is big business, scientific business, important business. That's why 4 out of 5 American farmers, traditionally independent, work together to make sure my land ever flows with agricultural abundance. Mark my importance by the size and variety of my markets. Watch my trucks roll from processor to market to consumer and back again. My products are ever on the move. Across the land. Over the bridges. Around the mountains. Who am I for? I am for you. And here in my show places, I provide 5,000 different products to satisfy your every taste. I give you strength and health each day. I am part of you. Am I taken for granted because I'm always at your fingertips? Stop and think. What would life be like without me? Since the beginning, this nation of ours has come a long way. But the demands upon our agriculture keep increasing. By the next century, imagine what they will be. There'll be many more people to feed, clothe, shelter, more and more industry to supply. I am Agriculture USA, born in freedom. God willing, I shall continue to grow in freedom. And until the fulfillment of time itself, I shall serve forever the free people of my great land. I am the heritage of the past. I am the hope of the future.